What's up, loves? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Tashay, and it's so nice to internet meet you. Today's video, as you guys can see by the title, I'm going to be talking about having to let people go. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this topic just because I don't want this video to be too lengthy and I really have a lot to say. So let's get into it. Alright, so getting into this topic, I just want to start off by saying that letting go of people is so hard, and it's something you're gonna have to go through all your life just because people come and go. You're gonna meet so many people in your life. I want to say at least 90% of them, or maybe even more, aren't gonna stay. And as much as it sucks to say that, that is the reality. Myself, honestly, from my own experiences, I used to think that letting go of people or just people wanting to walk out of my life was the end of the world for me. Like, I used to feel like the world was just crashing down on me every time I felt like I had to let go of somebody who I cared so much about. I feel like letting go of people will always be hard. Always. But I strongly believe that the more you go through that process, and you will continue to go through it throughout your life all the time, the easier it gets. Yes, it will always be hard in a way just because you might have had such a strong bond with that person. That person could have been, you know, your significant other, your best friend, a close family member, whatever the case may be. They had a place in your heart, and obviously you care about them. But the truth is, not everyone is gonna stay. No matter if they've been there for weeks, months, years. From my own experiences, I've had to let go of so many people. Literally this year, I've had to let go about 5 to 6 close people in my life that I truly still love and care about till this day. But you have to do what's best for yourself. You cannot try to hold on to people who clearly don't want you there or don't want you a part of their life. If you reach out to someone, you know, constantly over and over and over and over, and you're trying to make time and you're putting effort and all of that into that relationship, but it's not being reciprocated, it's not fair to you. That's just how I kind of look at it now. Like, yeah, it sucks to have to lose these people, right? Because you care so much about them, but you cannot force people to appreciate you. If you're trying to be there for someone all the time, or you're trying to just try to have that bond like there was, or try to bring back that bond that you guys had, and that person just isn't reciprocating that effort because of who knows what, just let it be. You can try so much, but I'm gonna tell you this now. You're gonna drain yourself. You're gonna drain you. I've done that so many times. I've tried my hardest to hold on to people, knowing in my gut, in my mind, in my heart that that effort isn't being reciprocated. But because I'm thinking of the good times, the memories, all that good stuff, right? It makes you sad to have to let it go. It does. Some people can handle it better than most, but I also believe that everyone hurts in their own way. Whether there's someone who wears their heart on their sleeve, or there's someone that's super guarded, or that just doesn't really display their emotions too much and they deal with them in private. I strongly believe everyone deals with that pain in some sort of way, whether they display it or not. Everyone goes through being hurt by having to let go of somebody. But yeah, I used to honestly think that it was the end of the world to have to let go of someone, just because it hurts. It hurts so much to have to do that. Even losing those 5 people this year, having to just cut it off and let it be for what it is. It was really hard. It was. And it's still hard to this day, just because I still care and I still miss these people, and I still wish that the relationship, whatever kind of relationship we had, was still there. But what I realize is that I can't keep, trying to be there for somebody who clearly doesn't care if I'm there or not. That's not fair to myself. I have to step back and take a look at myself as well, just because I know my worth. I love myself. And I had to also realize as well, and this is so important, guys, love yourself to know that you deserve better people. You deserve better people in your circle. Truly. You deserve people who are going to ask you how you are here and there, check in on you, and be there for you just as you are for them. There's no way you should have to constantly try. Constantly show that you care about this person. There's no reason you should have to continue to do that and it not be reciprocated. If that's the case, then just let it be for what it is. If they can't see that you're a good person and you're a good friend or whatever, that's them. That's on them, okay? If you felt like you have done everything you could have done to try to save whatever bond you guys had, learn to be at peace with it. That's how I know that there's just so much growth within myself. I went from thinking that it was the end of the world having to let go of people to being at peace with the fact that people are gonna leave. I used to even question myself and think that I was doing something wrong, that I wasn't doing enough. But also keep in mind that some people have their own issues going on, right? Not saying that justifies them treating you, like you just don't care to them anymore. Not at all. What I mean by that is just when someone is acting like, or just someone that you had a bond with, right? They're not reciprocating that effort to you anymore. And they just kind of cut you off, right? You have to realize that that's something within them. If you've tried all you feel like you could do to try to understand what's going on or try to fix it, you have to just let it go. You're going to drain yourself trying to hold on to them when they're moving on without you. It definitely sucks so much, especially when you've known or been had this bond with this person for years. And like I said, it used to even make me think that something was wrong with me, like I wasn't doing enough. But some people just aren't satisfied no matter what you do. No matter if you're an amazing person and you just will do anything for this person, they still could not be satisfied with that. They still probably wouldn't try to rekindle that bond. They already moved on. And as much as it hurts you, it's gonna hurt you more to try to hold on to that person rather than moving on with your life and being genuinely happy. Of course, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna hurt for a while. It will even change you. Definitely. I feel like a lot of situations I've been through, having to let a lot of close people in my inner circle go has definitely changed me. It will change you either for the better or for the worse. But that depends on you. 2 things that I've got out of having to let people go is learning to become at peace with it and being more of a guarded person. And I'm not saying you guys have to be guarded at all. I'm just saying personally that's just how I am now. Just having to go through so many situations in my life, whereas I had to let so many people go. Yeah, it hurts my heart. It really does to have to let go of people that I love and I genuinely just want to be in their life, but I cannot force someone to appreciate me, and neither can you. You can do so much to try to save that bond, and they will never be satisfied. And if that effort isn't being reciprocated anymore, let it be. just let it be. I promise you, you're gonna look back and realize, like, yeah, it hurt, but look at me. I'm happy. It's not the end of the world. Life goes on, you know. You're gonna meet so many people in life, and not everyone's gonna stay. And I'm not saying be guarded to the point where you feel like you can't really let anybody in because you're not sure if they're gonna leave. Like, because I've been at that point too, where I'm scared to even let people get close to me, and I still have those moments just because of past experiences. But that's just how life is. Some people will come for a short period of time and leave. Some people will come for a long period of time and leave. I've had friendships or bonds with people, and for years, never would have thought that we would fall out or we would still be here for each other. No. But I feel like the only way to really move on in life is to just become at peace with it. Learn to be at peace with it. Learn to love yourself enough, like I said, to know that you deserve better. Don't settle even for friendships. Don't settle for that. I don't care who this person is, because if they aren't being there for you or reaching out to you too, like you're reaching out to them, right? It's not worth it. It's not worth your happiness to be so upset and questioning yourself and trying to figure out what happened. You're going to really stress yourself out. You're going to really dig yourself a hole, a bigger hole that you're going to have to dig yourself out of. The best way to deal with letting go of people is to just learn to become at peace with it. To me, that's the only way you're going to be able to let it be for what it is. Finding peace in the situation. Yeah, you guys were close at one point, but you guys aren't anymore. Yeah, you wish that things could have been different, but they're not. At the end of the day, you know who's never gonna leave you? You. You're never gonna leave yourself, or at least you shouldn't. Because you should always have your own back. And yeah, you could have really great friends now, right? That you still have a bond with, thank God. But are they promised to be there forever? No. Things change. As hard as it might be to have to do it, you have to choose yourself and your happiness. You have to choose yourself. You do. Set yourself free. Stop trying to hold on to these people. You're going to meet people who are going to appreciate you. You're going to meet people who you don't have to do that, right? It's going to be automatically and without having to say so. It's just going to be reciprocated. When you meet people like that, when you meet genuine people, hold on to them. As long as they're holding on to you. I truly believe the more and more you go through this, and you will, the easier it becomes to just let things be for what they are. You'll move on. You will. No matter how long it takes, you will move on. But don't keep hurting yourself thinking that things are gonna go back to how they were, because most likely they're not. Don't try to force things. Let them flow. So love yourself to know you deserve better. I'm thinking about making a video on some things to do to help you move on with your life and things like that, because I definitely have some suggestions that I personally do myself and that have helped me get through, having to get over people and just having to let people go out of my life. So I'm thinking about doing a video on that next. And yeah, but like I said, learn to just become at peace with it. Do not settle for any kind of bond that has changed, that it's just not the same anymore. And what's meant to be will be. I was doing so much for people to try to hold on to them. That I was losing myself, I was draining myself, my happiness, all of it, trying to hold on to these people who weren't satisfied by anything that I was doing. It's not worth it. And I will say also that life is so short. I'm not saying to not be sad over it, because that would be me saying that I wasn't sad, and that's not true, because even having to let go of those friends this year in such a short amount of time or people in my life, just hurt to the core, and it still hurts, and I still have my days where I'm just like, ugh, it sucks. But I just remind myself, like, yeah, it sucks, but you can wish these people the best and move on without them. Also, let me just say this too before I forget. If someone says that they're too busy for you, right? They're too busy. They have so much going on in life. That could be true. It could be. But remember this and embed this in your mind. And believe me when I say this, if someone cares enough about you, they will make time for you, regardless of what is going on. Whether it's 5 minutes, just a simple text that takes about not even, a couple seconds, right? They will do that. People who say they're too busy for you, that's an excuse. Absolutely. I have a lot of things going on myself. Everyone has their own problems, but you make time for the people you care about. When someone tells you that they're too busy for you, that they can't make time for you, let it be. I strongly believe everyone you come across that you meet and have some sort of bond with, connection with, you meet them for a reason. Whether it ended badly or good, on good terms or whatever, it definitely was for a reason. I believe that as long as you have yourself and God, you will be okay. No matter what, you will be okay. And you should never settle for those half-assed relationships. You deserve more. I'm not saying that those people are bad people, but they just don't care anymore. And that's what they're showing you by not reciprocating that effort. That they just don't care enough, or at all, or anymore. So why should you? Let it be. Release your mind. Release yourself. Let it go. But yeah, with that being said though, I hope this did help you guys in a way. I feel like I'm missing some points that I wanted to say, but if I do remember them, I will say it in that video if I do end up filming it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below, because it will help me a lot and I would appreciate it so much. I will see y'all in my next one, hopefully. Peace out.